Hi, my name is Logan Vredevoog, and I'll be presenting Financing Water Infrastructure, the Growing Necessity for Sustainability and More Funding Options for a Silent Industry and its Potential Impact on the Growing Economy. The importance of water. Water is one of the most essential elements to health, and it's an important part of the mechanics of our body. The body cannot work without water. Water makes up more than two-thirds of the human body weight, and without water, humans will die in a matter of days. Universal access to clean water is a basic human right and an essential step forward in improving lives of individuals worldwide. It's been seen throughout the world that water poor communities are typically economically poor as well. Water infrastructure encapsulates what we know as sewer systems, irrigation, and drainage in America, and these systems are fundamental to maintaining a clean and healthy society. To maintain these systems, there needs to be adequate sustainability from a financial standpoint, and that's been lacking for several years. The majority of funding for water infrastructure comes from the government. Unfortunately, there's a lack of transparency when it comes to creating a large enough budget to maintain and upgrade these systems. According to an article from NRDC, our nation's infrastructure needs investment badly, while much of the political rhetoric on infrastructure centers around bridges and roads, our water and wastewater systems need attention. These are the facilities that bring clean water to our homes and carry away runoff and wastewater, and they're essential to the functioning of our communities, and they affect our public health. But a long-term lack of funding has left these water systems in a state of despair. As our water infrastructure is lacking funding, we are continuing to take steps backwards instead of forward, as our water systems exponentially fail. Infrastructure urgency. Due to the exponential failure of the United States water systems, it is imperative that the government and citizens begin to act and recognize the importance of urgency when it comes to water infrastructure. Bridges, highways, and irrigation systems have improved over the past 20 years. However, many of these systems are still outdated and old compared to where they should be, and this creates a problem for water safety. The lack of financing outdated pipe systems has created numerous problems for smaller cities that cannot afford to update their water infrastructure. According to Mark Kellett, an author of Financing Water Infrastructure, while some numbers are significant, funding levels for water and sewer infrastructure will have to grow in the future to meet rising needs. In 2003, EPA Drinking Water Needs Survey found 276 billion in current existing water infrastructure needs. There's a lack of urgency surrounding the importance of water infrastructure in the industry. Water infrastructure equals economic and sustainability gains. Pursuing new and innovative forms of funding can and will create a positive impact on the overall economy. According to an article by NRDC, fortunately, water infrastructure investments are good for the economy. The Economic Policy Institute found that spending 188 billion on water infrastructure over a 5-year period would yield 265 billion in economic activity and create 1.9 million jobs. From an environmental standpoint, more funding means more innovation and sustainable solutions. Transparency and action. The Trump administration has a lot of work to do. There has been a great amount of pushback from the water infrastructure industry regarding the need for more financing. Creating transparency between the financial industry and Americans can create a chain of reaction that will lead to action. The sad reality is that many of our nation's cities do not have access to affordable and clean drinking water. An example of this would be Flint, Michigan's water crisis. There's a great need for more financing in our water infrastructure systems, and now is the time to act. The next step into the future is simple from our government. It's action.